Folks, and welcome back to yet another beautiful evening here at the Douglas Orchard and Farm, where the Douglas Cultural Council has sponsored the summer concert series. This is the second in our series. I just want to let you know very quickly that on August 10th, we will have Forever Fab, and if you like the Beatles, you're definitely going to love this cover band. They do an awesome job. Check them out online. And then on August 17th, the Gray Whisker Pickers will be coming, and they're a big favorite in the Douglas area. They're got some fine picking. They do country, they do bluegrass, they do it all. And they got gray whiskers, which is pretty cool, all by itself. So the Sokrat family, who have so generously offered this farm for us to hold our concert, will also be continuing more music later on. On August 25th, they're going to have a band called The Rafters, which has a very big following, I hear. And September 8th, the South Street Band will be performing. So it's just going to continue all summer, and we're just going to have a great time. Yes, folks, I did bring the lucky umbrella. This is the one that prevents rain from coming. And I've been informed that sound that sounds like thunder is just the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in... Never mind. Okay. So just a little bit more news. Over in the corner of the red building right over there, they have a little window where they do sell some frozen yummy products right over here, and water and juice and things like that. So if you get thirsty or you want a little dessert while you're listening, please head on over there. The store itself is going to be open during a short break that the band will take, and afterwards, after the concert is over. So you can shop in the store then as well. So during the break, there'll also be some great albums right here for sale too, so you can actually talk to the band if you really want to, which I'm sure they want to, because I love talking to this band. Speaking of this band, fresh from their annual Massachusetts walking tour, which I'm not going to tell you much about, well, only a few things. I've been following Mark and Raianne and their band for a lot of years, let's say it that way, and I can give you a few snapshots of this walking tour they do across Massachusetts. Missing Toenails, raining both times the walking tour came to Douglas, not happening tonight. And somebody saying, I'm feeling too old for this walking tour business. I'm not going to say who that was. But then there's this pure joy, this pure utter joy of this band walking up into a town in Massachusetts, a little old town. Could be anywhere. It could be Douglas. It could be Gill, Massachusetts. I don't know where it is, but they've been all over the place over a number of years. And the pure joy that they feel when they see people sitting down in their folding chairs who have never seen live music in their town before. This is really an important thing that this band does, and it's also supported by the Massachusetts Cultural Council and your local Douglas Cultural Council. Okay, so I think it's a great thing, and I know that they're going to tell you a little bit more about what happened on the walking tour. So let's enjoy Mark Mandeville, Raianne Richards, and their beautiful band.
When I see you on the stage, it makes me tremble, 'cause the days are never coming back again. Time she's a cruel old song whose notes are just like smoke upon the wind. Time is sand between your fingers, gray birds. Time says that old cliche, and the hands go round and the train is bound to roll where the tracks do lay. All the ties relate, all the mights and the maybes won't swing them members back again. If there's a stillness in your mind on a clear, cool night, and faint the faintest echo of a life, time is sand between your fingers, gray birds. Time says that old cliche, and the hands go round and the train is bound to roll where the tracks do lay. Sand between your fingers, rainbows. Time that says that old cliche, and the hands go round and the train is bound to roll where the tracks do lay. Roll where the tracks do lay.
Thank you.
And everybody out there hear everything okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Good. Thank you guys for coming. Everyone's looking at the news and I think becoming scared and frightened. I was watching the news with my dad today and that's what happened to me. I became immediately scared and frightened. He's 75, he was watching the news. I was watching the news with him. They were talking about storms and stuff, and I know he wasn't going outside.
I thought it was the commercial about the generator that scared you.
It was that or the chairlift. It was definitely the one about the chairlift. He's afraid he's gonna have to get one of those pretty soon. One of those ones that you know, is a motorized thing that brings you up the stairs. And I had this one old lady and she was like, "I'm so glad we got one of these things because now I don't have to worry about him going upstairs again." And I heard my dad sigh. Your stairwalking days are over, old man. I feel bad. You shouldn't have to see commercials like that.
So you're running out of options, like you're running out of land to put your feet down on. And the world don't appear to you the same as it had a turn ago. Well, seasons have the way with appearances. Those who take the time will know. That's the way it goes. See, the grass is always greener, and the sun and sky ain't meaning to be taking sides. And all that we decide, in the words we define, much like the river flows. Well, the bottom rise up with disturbances. Those who seek to find will know. That's the way it goes. Is it fate or less design to be pinned against the side by the coming tide? Is it whim or better choice to dive beneath the foam and come up miles offshore? Well, it's easy to be clothed in indifferences. Those who often lie will sow. That's the way it goes. 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 That's the way it goes.
More people come out of the woods. What place is this?
Coming out of the trees.
They just let anybody in.
Good neighbors. I see more. Where they hear music, they come. This is a song that Raianne wrote based on a ukulele riff. We're all teachers at a music school, except for Pete here. We all work at a music school called Blackstone Valley Music, which is in the center of Uxbridge. Raianne teaches ukulele and clarinet. I teach banjo. The proud owner of the establishment and guitar teacher, amongst other things he teaches, Doug Williamson, and our amplifier repairman, Peter Hart.
Yeah.
Now you've met the staff. This is a song Raianne wrote based on this ukulele riff here.
What if I screwed up?
I don't know, you actually got overturned by a rooster. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So it's called Don't Ever Stop Believing.
She's gonna drive you crazy. She'll make you lose your mind. I know it's hard to make it on your own, 'cause this world can be so unkind, so don't ever stop believing.
write mostly all our own songs, and they're all on CDs that we have here available. Every summer when we get to play with Pete and Doug, we like to throw some covers in the set, and this is one that we learned. It's a love song that was written for Johnny Cash and June Carter. In a world where everybody's falling apart, one by one, heart by heart,
You and I stay together and we never even try.
side by side, in a world turned upside down, and our love keeps spinning around. And you know it makes me wonder, as the rest run for their lives, where did we go right? Where did we go right?
In a world where everybody's searching for the truth, is love real? We're living through.
What we have is what everybody's trying to find. Peace of mind in a world turned upside down, and our love keeps spinning around. And you know it makes me wonder, as the rest run for their lives, where did we go right? Where did we go right? So many wrongs, so many lovers. I wish they all would know what we found in one another. In a world turned upside down, and our love keeps spinning around. And you know it makes me wonder, as the rest run for their lives, where did we go right? Where did we go right? Where did we go right?
Johnny Cash and June Carter. This is one that we wrote. Something you often hear, the premise of this song is something you often hear. I don't know how many of you meditate or do yoga, but they're always telling you to live in the moment.
Wait, is that the sun?
That it?
We're living in the sun.
No, we're living
We're
in
living
the
in the
moment.
moment in the sun. No mean.
We can enjoy these things. The song's about living in the moment.
Everyone should be more. You could always be more present. That's how I feel. There's all these things, these square, rectangular things.
Presents?
And like you go to
There
a
could always
wedding
be
or a
more
party and
presents.
everybody's got them out. And it's like, no, just go to the party. Just go to the maybe take one picture, but you don't need to film the whole party. Come on. Live it. Enjoy it.
That's right, Douglas Cable. Yeah, that's right. Live
Except
in
for
the
you.
moment.
You get a pass.
Yeah, you get a pass. All right, so this song's called Hang On to the Day.
Hang on to the day, and how we often wait for tomorrow to come. By then it's much too late, for all the sons and daughters have packed and gone away. And everything you meant to say was a tongue too many times tied. Hang to the day you quit your loathsome ways and let sleeping dogs lie. In the great by and by, with uncertainties ahead and what's determined far behind, and everything you meant to say, your words did not escape your mind. Hang on to the day, be the point I try to make this time. To the day, it seems an awful waste to let any second slide, 'cause all we have is time, and all the gold won't buy, as if by absurd design. And all the minutes ticked away like hammers on a chain gang line. Hang on to the day, be the point I try to make. Hang on to the day, be the point I try to make this time.
This one's a brand new song. Raianne and I had a particular good omen, good circumstance, good set of circumstances. Last year in October we got to tour Canada. We got to tour Manitoba, Canada, and perform 13 house concerts. That's a string of concerts that we performed in people's homes, and they put us up, and we get to travel all around the very center of Canada, which, if you know anything about that, it's kind of
Manitoba
unpopulated.
is like over North Dakota and a little bit of Minnesota. And if you've ever been there, it's pretty much the same. It just keeps going up and it's colder. We did have some snow there while we were there in the middle of October. It was really interesting though. We played in a lot of very small towns, a couple hundred people in population, and that was it. There were really no gathering places, except for hockey rinks. There are a lot of hockey rinks. They like hockey. There was one town that had a bar in the whole 13 towns. So we went in because we said we might not see another one of these again. And while we were sitting there, this guy comes in, and it's the kind of place where you can get a beer, but you can also like buy beer to take home. Because they also don't have very many places up there that you can buy beer. And this guy just keeps staring at us. And then finally he comes over and he says, "Mark and Raianne?" And we're like, "Yes." He goes, "Oh, I'm coming to your concert tonight. You look just like your poster." So that's the kind of thing that happens to you when you play in small towns. It's great. But it's a lot of farming up there. Big, huge grain farms and things like that. And a lot like here, farmers work really hard and they really love listening to good music, and we work really hard at what we do, so we love being able to share music that they will appreciate, and they sure did.
The song's gonna be on a CD that we put out this fall. That is from that tour. It's live concerts from those concerts we played live in Manitoba, believe it or not. And it's called "As Long as It Takes."
You could stay up all night drinking that wine and dreaming of what could have been. It's deceiving at times, the trick of our minds, that the outcome been different. Was it left or right? Dark is the night. How many choices are made? It's like rice in a bowl, the countless stories untold that could have turned out some other way. We've been at this for a while, just as long as it takes. If the lessons of the past would just show clearly in the way that every stone cast set it meant to make. It takes so long, takes so long, takes so long, so long. Takes so long, it takes so long, takes so long, so long. And how many stars fall in the daytime sky? And how many missed wishes burn just as bright? Another one-hit wonder, another stolen thunder. It's high time that another light did shine. We've been at this for a while, just as long as it takes. If the lessons of the past would just show clearly in the way that every stone cast set it meant to make. Takes so long, takes so long, takes so long, so long. And it takes so long, takes so long, takes so long, so long.
Brand new song. You can only get that on our Live in Manitoba album, coming out this fall. Here's another cover song. And we get compared to Emmylou Harris and Graham Parsons a lot, if you know who those people are. That's a good people to be sort of likened to.
We'll take it as a compliment.
One fan out there really appreciates that. The rest of you are going to have to suck it up.
So, look, a quick little fun story about Nora. The first year that the walking tour came to Douglas is when we hiked the Mid-State Trail. Did you guys know that the Mid-State Trail comes through your town?
Yes.
Okay, so we walked it. We got on it in the Douglas State Forest, and we walked it all the way to Ashburnham one year for our walking tour. And we would hike the trail and then get into town and do a concert and then get back to the trail. And that particular year, it rained on us for 9 days straight. And it's like you knew. It's like you knew. Nora made me this little pin of the girl from the Morton Salt with the umbrella. And I still carry that pin on my backpack. And it hasn't rained since. Like we get very little rain now, and it's because of you.
And do you think the walking tour has ever been smart enough to carry umbrellas?
No.
No. It's very light. We could easily do that. Instead, we just tromp around getting wet all the time.
Yeah, people ask like, well, what do you do if it rains? I'm like, we get wet. We put on raincoats and we get wet. Anyways, I hope you guys like this. It's one of our favorite songs. It's called Hickory Wind.
In South Carolina, there are many tall pines, and I remember the oak trees that we used to climb. And now that I'm lonesome, I always pretend hickory wind. Well, I started out younger, and most everything, and all the riches and pleasures. What else could life bring? Each time it begins, calling me home. Hickory wind. Peter Hart on the pedal steel guitar. Douglas Williamson on the piano. It's a hard way to find out the trouble is real in a faraway city with faraway feet. It makes me feel better each time it begins, calling me home. Hickory wind keeps calling me home. Hickory wind.
Thank you. We're going to sing a song about the walking tour. This year was our 9th year of walking across Massachusetts, organizing free community concerts along the way, highlighting local arts and culture in all the towns we visited, and also to help raise awareness of trails and green spaces. We've been through Douglas like 3 or 4 times because it's close to where we live, and we have to walk through here to get many places. That's the truth. This year, we not only walked, but oh man, we took canoes. We boated in 3 canoes down 50 miles of the Connecticut River from Northfield to Holyoke.
It was glorious.
And it was glorious.
We didn't have to carry our backpacks. We just put them in the bottom of the boat. It was great.
It was pretty fun. We only had to walk 40 miles from Holyoke to Long Meadow. carrying all of our stuff. It was fun. It was rewarding. We had really good turnouts. People are starting to catch on. They like coming to our concerts. We have a lot of different artists that perform each night.
It was really amazing to travel on the river too. The bald eagle population there is alive and well. We saw lots and lots and lots of them. There were some days that there were more than we could even keep count of. They were just everywhere. We got to see shad migrating upstream. Their little fins sticking out of the water, swimming by you. Some of them would come and swim next to the boat for a little while. Let's see, we saw baby swans, which are just like little fuzzy things with their butt and then, yep, they do that like a duck. We saw baby mergansers. Let's see, lots of birds and fish and things, and it was really pretty awesome.
Raianne likes the animals that we see when we do the walking tour.
Yep.
She likes
I
them
love
very
animals.
much.
I get really excited about animals, especially baby ones. I also got to paddle with our fiddle player, Amy. So we were calling each other our river sisters, and we sang a few songs together during the tour. So it was just a real great time. But if you ever have a chance to get out, check out the Connecticut River Paddlers Trail. Take advantage of their free primitive campsites, which we did, and they're awesome, and they're all in great spots. And, just get out there and enjoy it. It's what life's all about.
This is a song that Raianne wrote one year about the walking tour. It's called One More Mile.
How I like to lay my burden down. Just one more mile to go. I've been walking all across this town. It's almost time for the show. Come, you people. Singing songs of our time, and we all have something worth singing about. It's common ground within rhyme. How I like to say this feeling grows. Each and every one I meet, an understanding and a kindness shown, and every time passing beneath my feet. Come, you people, and gather round, singing songs of our time, and we all have something worth singing about. It's common ground within rhyme. People and gather round, singing songs of our time, and we all have something worth singing about. It's common ground within rhyme. It's common ground.
break so that you guys can check out what's in the store over here. Eat
And
ice
you can
cream.
come say hi to us
Yeah.
if you want.
Raianne, just today, hot off the presses, made these little tiny things you can take home and hang on your refrigerator to let you know where we'll be playing in New England for the rest of the year. How convenient. I know, right? We never had that before. You can always get better. And that was our step towards getting better today. They even have our faces on them, in case you forget who we are.
Who are these people? Why did I like them?
That happens sometimes. People come to the concert, they start hearing us sing and say, hey, we've seen these guys before. Whatever, as long as you keep coming out. They keep having music here too. You can keep coming back here to see music, I think, throughout the year. How neat. This song is a list of things that won't be written on my grave. And I was thinking today, the reason that's important is because, you know, when we all go, how are people going to remember who we were? We don't have any control over that once we're gone. So you got to be good with your life. You got to do as many good things as possible so people won't have crap to say about you when you can't rebut that, which they say.
Etch it in stone.
This is called It Won't Be Written on My Grave.
Written on my grave that I was idle. It won't be written on my grave that I was young. It won't be written on my grave. Like lines upon my face, it will be written all the same. No, it won't be written on my grave. No, it won't be written on my grave that these hands were empty. It won't be written on my grave that these hands were clean. It won't be written on my grave. Like the lines upon my face will be written just the same. No, it won't be written on my grave. Through the looking glass world, like the weatherman's words, roll the dice in. Bind us like a tug of war keeps tightening, and some are bound to fall to one side. It won't be written on my grave that I was frightened. It won't be written on my grave that I wasn't scared. It won't be written on my grave. Like the lines upon my face will be written just the same. No, it won't be written on my grave. Through the looking glass world, like the weatherman's words, roll the dice in the barn that does bind us like a tug of war keeps tightening, and some are bound to fall to one side. It won't be written on my grave. No, it won't be written on my grave. No, it won't be written on my grave. No, it won't be written on my grave.
We'll play one more song, take a quick break. This one's one Raianne wrote. It's called Best Advice. Thank you guys for listening and for enjoying this wonderful night, not being scared away by the news reports. Look, it ended up being fine.
If you are interested in our new live CD, especially if you like Mark's little stories, because those are going to be on
That's
there.
what she's calling them now.
Yeah, like story time with Mark. It'll be its own track, so if you don't like them, you can skip them. Or, you can listen. But the best way to find out about that is to get on our newsletter. We email just once a month to let you know where we're playing. But there'll be an order up for that. You'll be able to pre-order it and all that. Or you can always come out to a concert and get one then. But we're hoping to have that out by the end of September. So this is an older song of mine. I wrote it at the time. I had a bunch of hopelessly single male friends, and I'm happy to report that almost all of them are now married. So there is hope.
Why is that a good thing?
Because they thought they were going to be single forever, and they weren't.
What's the matter with that?
Nothing.
They don't know any better yet.
That's right.
Say she's lost her mind and you need a place to hide your head. Have a glass of wine and forget about the things you said. Steal away some time, steal away and find some space. There's only room in this house, one man made his bed. Say she was your queen, then you bought her all the finest things. Someday you will learn that the one for you won't care for those things. Angel in the night, she might drop by your side at any haste. So let go of your diamonds instead and find some simple peace. Know it too well, darling. Best advice is always patience.
Thank you guys. We're going to take a quick break. Go check out the store. We'll be right back.
Ollie, Ollie, and free. Come on down. Time for the second set for Mark and Raianne. Yes, you have to go back to work. Yes, you do. No whining allowed. First of all, I want to thank the No Rain umbrella. Let's give it a big cheer. Woo! No rain, no pain. That's why I carry the golf umbrella wherever I go. So, just in case you were wondering how I know so much about the Douglas Cultural Council, well, it's because I've been the chair for 6 years now, and by state law, I have to step down. So it's going to be pretty soon. One of these concerts, I'm going to wear a crown, and somebody else is going to have to pick it up. If you are interested in at all in supporting the arts in Douglas and you happen to live in Douglas, you can certainly join the Cultural Council. It is probably the least stressful committee in the town, and also the coolest committee in the town, because once a year we get a lot of folks, just like Mark and Raianne and many others, that write us grant proposals, and then we weigh them. Are they going to be good for all of the people in Douglas? Is this going to help the elderly population? Is this going to help the children? Is this going to help the general adult public like we have tonight? So we think about all those things, and then we spend a lot of money. It's really a good time. So I would suggest that you immediately go to www.douglasma.org and apply to the Cultural Council. We look forward to seeing that. And now, without any further ado, Mark and Raianne and their fabulous band.
At the edge of a great big valley where you can fly over the horizon. To go around would be a long, long journey. To go down misery, loose stones in the gravel, loose stones in the road. And down in the field, lone horse, snow rider, you can rein in what's free. Your best attempts become oppressive. You became your enemy. Lo and behold, what I've come to know from the places I travel to the places that I go. Loose stones in the gravel, loose stones in the road. Which way is that rooster pointing? In what direction do I go? 'Cause it seems like a wind is blowing in big black storm. When these cover the road, or in times when I stray, and I lost my way home, and questions for loose stones in the ground, loose stones in the road. Oh,
except for Pete here. He fixes things, fixes amplifiers. When I was a teenager, I had this teacher. The guy who taught me how to play guitar was this man. He was 20 years older than me. He's the father of a girl I was dating at the time. He taught me everything I know about playing guitar, and also believed in me a lot when I was a kid. And it's very much more impactful to me now because I now work with kids that I'm 20 years older than, and I think a lot about that. I think a lot about the impact you can have on young people if you're willing to hang out with them.
You know, they're not that bad.
They're some of the best people I know.
They come and do the rock band camp, and they're not on their phones the whole time. They talk to each other.
Oh my God.
They play together.
Are they okay?
Yeah.
They're okay.
Yeah, we let them make as much noise as possible for about 4 hours and then cut them loose, send them out into the world. Some of them have gone on to form their own bands.
That's what we do at Blackstone Valley Music. I remember one 7-year-old in particular who came in, just started taking guitar lessons. Mom brought her in, and this little girl kept looking at the electric guitars and this amp that Pete built that I plugged the guitar into. When Pete builds amplifiers, by the way, they're very loud. They're very loud. And the mom was looking at me like, this isn't going to be okay, this isn't going to be okay.
Yeah,
And I
she's
said,
like,
it's
"Oh,
going to
no,
be
no, no."
okay.
We're like, oh no, let her do it. Let her
gonna
play
be
it.
awesome.
It'll be fine.
And it was awesome. You should have seen this little girl's face when she had the electric guitar on and she just let that first chord go. I don't think her left hand was on the guitar. She just wham, loud and smiling. And it was fantastic. And it was
So-
okay. And no one got in trouble.
Y'all need people to believe in you, but sometimes they go away. Then you gotta believe in yourself.
The song is about my friend Ed. It's called If Someone Will Come With Me, I'll Go. Strong enough to point out the good things, though harder than it seems. And even when the seasons change, life's frozen under ice. Winter seems like it's never gonna end. Someone will come with me, I'll go. Someone will come with me, I'll
Not thunder.
Countless are the thoughtful, so many with their prayers are outnumbered by the mediocre, making this nightmare. And the tree still stands that held you high on our last trip down to the riverside. If someone will come with me, I'll go. Someone will come with me, I'll go.
talking with some folks tonight who said, I mean, I want this farm to be very successful, and I want that to come across. But I also hope that like no one finds out about it at all, because I want to come here and pick blueberries all by myself, and I want to eat all 11,000 pounds of them. I don't care. It's a really, really great spot. It's so peaceful and beautiful up here. You know, you guys are doing your part. You came to the concert. Another way you can do your part is buy some stuff. Get some fruit, get some honey. That's what keeps these kind of places going. So Mark and I hail from Webster, just down the road a piece. And in our town, there's a long, long history of textile mills. And unfortunately, all of them have closed. And I wanted to write a song about it. I wanted to write a song so that people don't forget that those buildings were once full of people who worked there. That's really, really important to me. So this is called That Old Machine. I hope you like it. Never imagined to be set free. Say all the work has gone away, someplace overseas. How I love that old machine. Closed are the doors. Gone are the days. You could just work hard for an honest day's pay. Closed are the doors and gone are the days. Stitch that stitch and feed that line. You do your part, and I'll do mine. We'll get that order done in no time. Stitch that stitch and feed that line. Closed are the doors. Gone are the days. You could just work hard for an honest day's pay. Closed are the doors and gone are the days. Closed are the doors. Gone are the days. You could just work hard for an honest day's pay. Closed are the doors and gone are the days. You could just work hard for an honest day's pay. Closed are the doors and gone are the days.
singing this next song for a really long time. Raianne and I have been doing this for over 15 years now, which seems like a long time.
Yeah,
me.
we started when we were 5.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born yet. You ever do something where you just put your foot in your mouth? Or have you ever heard that expression, digging myself a hole? We've done that many a time. But Mark decided he was going to write a song about it. Because you know, if you get into a hole, you got to get back out. And lucky for him, well, a lot of times it's been me helping him out of the hole. But there's always somebody. There's always somebody there who's willing to help. It's gonna feature Doug on the mandolin.
Digging me a hole, no matter how deep. Clambering up a hill, no matter how steep. And I'll find me another at the bottom or the top. And we'll climb out together. Calling you a bird, wings you fly. Calling you a skunk to stay at night. And I'm calling me a man with hands and eyes. But to use these things, well, I've wondered why. Digging me a hole, no matter how deep. Clambering up a hill, no matter how steep. And I'll find me another at the bottom or the top. And we'll climb out together. God give me a mouth to speak my mind. God give me ears to hear you all right. God give me hands to build and to fight. Or to God give me an ass to sit. Digging me a hole, no matter how deep. Clambering up a hill, no matter how steep. And I'll find me another at the bottom or the top. And we'll climb out together. 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 And we'll climb out together.
Thanks a lot. This next song's the title of the first album that we had under our two names, Mark Mandeville and Raianne Richards. It seems like a relevant song still. people don't like to hear negative things sometimes. But it's okay. Sometimes things are negative. But this one's hopeful. It's called Hard Times and Woes.
There'll be hard times, there'll be woes along both sides of the road. There'll be times when giving up seems like the ending always told. Be it heaven, be it gold, quench the thirst inside your soul. May faith stay in the saddle as you ride off in the morning. If there's a way, there's a means. You must take reins and ride. Though your horse might be a wild one, you hold on tight. Tame, be it mine. You must take the reins and ride. Clench your fists onto the bridle. Hold on tight. When the sun flares down and burns your skin, when the dust kicks up the clouds you rise, when the wind blows sideways and the night falls cold, when your heart hangs heavy and it sinks down low, there'll be hard times, there'll be woes along both sides of the road. There'll be times when giving up seems like the ending always told. Be it heaven, be it gold, to quench the thirst inside your soul. May faith stay in the saddle as you ride off in the morning.
Play a few more songs for tonight as the breeze begins to blow in and the sun has gone down. Or is it ominous over there? I can't see.
It's all good. Looks pretty good.
Okay. The sky is so. This next song's called So Blue.
So Mark lied. He said that Pete wasn't a teacher. Pete fixes amps at the store, but he teaches us a lot of bad jokes, especially puns.
He keeps us on our toes.
That's why we don't give him a microphone, so that you don't have to hear him too.
He's got one, but it's aimed down. So this is a song. This is interesting what happens to songs sometimes. This is a song that I wrote and put on an album in 2010. That's when Raianne and I first started to tour around the country that year. We made several aims. That was the year I graduated college, 2010. That was the year we started the Massachusetts Walking Tour. That was the year I turned 30 years old. Don't do math now, please. And that was the year we went on a 3-month tour all the way to Flagstaff, Arizona and back, touring our music around these 2 albums. She came out with an album and I came out with an album. We weren't, you know.
We had so much stuff in our car that at one of our gigs, a guy thought that we were homeless and offered to buy me a sandwich. I told him he could buy someone else a sandwich on my behalf, that I did not need the sandwich. But I thought that was nice. You know, that's
That
nice.
he offered a sandwich. And they misread our press release when we got to Flagstaff, Arizona. They had because we had done so much press for the Massachusetts Walking Tour that year and our big first national tour. they wrote in the papers in Flagstaff, Arizona that we had walked there. And they were very concerned about Raianne and I and our well-being, altitude change and all and everything, and wondering how we were adjusting.
So, you know, I brought him out front, showed him the homeless mobile, and everybody was good.
We cleared it all up.
We did not walk through the desert.
But this song is one that was on one of those albums, and now Raianne wants to do it now. So we're going to do it, and she's going to sing it. It's called So Blue.
Enough was said about it. You know it's not for you. So go and keep on shouting. What good will it do? You know it makes us sad to keep on standing, to keep on standing up to you. For all that we've been through, down the darkest chute. It's no wonder we've been so blue. We make up our beds, lie awake in the sheets, toss until morning, then turn unto dreams. Throw back covers and raise up our heads in promise and prayer. We prepare for the threats, for all that we've been through, down the darkest chute. It's no wonder we've been so blue. I can always tell where you are, Nora. You make that noise like a chicken. Or a rooster.
That's so you hear her.
Woohoo! Yeah, I
Pay
love that.
attention.
Time for two songs, Nora?
Absolutely.
Do we have time for two songs? Everybody else is sitting in chairs?
Yeah.
Thank you. I felt like it was a good plan to make sure we had their opinion as well. so there wasn't a coup.
I'm not the boss of the concert.
Hey, let's hear it for Nora Wormy and the Douglas Cultural Council. Those tireless efforts to culture Douglas.
I think
Go
this
on.
was a good move, though. I mean, you know, for you, it's like, it's very convenient, if I can say. But this is really nice. Really nice to be out here and away from the busy road. And, you know, I love the Douglas Common. It's nice. But this is way better for concert.
I found out, I want to thank all of you for finding this place, because I found out that it was printed in the paper and the venue wasn't listed in the paper.
It was? Again?
Yeah, that happened. And it's funny, because that happened to us in Uxbridge. And it's fun, because I feel like our audience really tries. And I really appreciate that you do that. There was a man here earlier, he told me he went to the normal place the concerts are usually held, at that gazebo, at the blinking light. And no one was there. And he was wondering, and he thought long and hard, and he didn't see the little sign that's in front of the cemetery. We saw that. So he went down to Diggers, where everybody who's looking for information in Douglas goes.
Oh, did he see our poster? The Diggers?
And the woman there that owns the fine establishment pointed to our poster,
Yay!
which, since we made it, had the venue on it. That happened to us in Uxbridge, too. We laughed. This is a love song that I wrote for Raianne. It's called The Hand I Hold. Where I'm bound, it is uncertain, and where I've been, it's a beaten trail. Where I'll go, be next to you, dear, the one I chose, the hand I hold, my dear. Where I'm lost, you will find me. When I go blind, both of us you'll see. When one of us falls behind, you'll be saving place in line till we grow old. They broke the mold, my dear. Where I'm bound is uncertain. Where I've been is a beaten trail. Where I'll go, be next to you, dear, the one I chose, the hand I hold, my dear. One more hand for Peter Hart on the pedal steel guitar. Upton Zone, Peter Hart, and all the instruments on this side of the stage, Douglas Williams. Thank you guys all for coming out tonight. We really didn't know. We really didn't know. It was cloudier here, but you guys did it. Amen. We have our CDs up here, sign our mailing list. Take these little fun little pieces of paper that Raianne made right before the show that lists all of our dates for the rest of the year for New England. Come see us again before the year's up.
Hang us on your fridge. Put us on your dartboard. I don't care. This is a fun song. It's not ours. It was written by Steve Goodman, later adapted by David Allan Coe. Steve tried to write the best country song, David Allen Coe decided that he had left some things out. So he added a third verse because, you know, Steve forgot about trucks and mama and rain and all these things that should really be in there. So we're going to do the full-on version for you guys. I hope you like it. Thank you very much. Please get some stuff from the store on your way out. Get a CD if you want. And, you know, come say hi. We're friendly. We won't bite you.
It was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. Never even call me by my name. You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings. You don't have to call me Charlie Brown. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore. Even though I'm on your fighting side. I was drunk, not my mom, got out of prison.
That's a lie.
And I went to pick her up in the rain. Before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by the damn old train. Well, I'll hang around as long as you will let me. Never minded standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. Never even call me. Well, I wonder why you don't call me. Well, never even call me by my name. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much for attending our great concert here with Mark and Raianne. One more round for them. Now make sure you come back next Friday morning to pick blueberries because there won't be any music ready. But the following Friday, we will have the Forever Fab. So that will be kind of a fun, rocking time. And we'll see you then. Have a great night, everyone.